Alright, so I'm finally getting to install these bitchin' Newage Pro Series cabinets. This is a 7-piece set that I purchased from Newage directly. It shipped pretty fast and flawless. Like, I don't have any problems. Nothing seems dinged or damaged, so that's excellent. This is the configuration I'm going in. Because of how my wall is, I'm going to have both the lockers side by side over there. This one will also go back there. And then the two wall cabinets will be here. And the two overhead ones will go up there, and this scrappy Home Depot cabinets will be decommissioned. I'm going to fit everything in there. So yeah, so far I'm really happy with everything. Couple of things that happened is I of course measured the height of my ceiling to make sure the lockers will fit in there, and that was okay. But what I did not anticipate is they did not fit through the garage door coming in this way. That's too short. The garage door height is too short. So I actually had to tip them over on the furniture dolly and kind of roll it in horizontal. So maybe that's one thing to think about. The other thing is, after I got them back in the garage, I stood them up again, and then I realized that I need to get the feet on according to instruction manual, the feet that go down there. So I had to tip them over again and then get all the feet on, and then I put them against the wall where I want them to go to. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to recess them a little bit. So my wall has this thing down here, and I'm not about to break that. So what I'm going to have to do is, my plan is to install some 2x4s like right down here, and then right up here, and then anchor the lockers as well as these cabinets, and probably also the overhead cabinets to those 2x4s. So I'll secure the 2x4s through studs and then anchor them to the 2x4s. I think that'll be very secure. And because of how deep that recess thing is, I'm probably going to have to use two 2x4s on top of one another to kind of make up for the space behind the cabinets and the wall. So yeah, that's the project for today. All right, so next I moved the cabinets a little bit ahead to give myself space at the wall and marked out all the studs. So it was quite easy to find because this is the garage. They're also like exactly 16 inches apart, so I could mark them very easily. So I marked all the studs out here, as well as I marked these horizontal lines that correspond with where the holes in the back of the cabinet are. So there's some there, there's some down there, things like that. So I marked out where those will go into the wall to secure the cabinets. There. And yeah, essentially my plan is to, wherever these horizontal lines are, I'm going to secure 2x4s right there, and then one down there, and then one down here for these smaller ones, the wall cabinets. And I'm going to put those 2x4s and then bolt these to those. So yeah, that's the plan. All right, so next I positioned all the cabinets in place where they're supposed to go, and I leveled the legs out for everything that's going to sit on the floor. And I kind of readjusted it a little bit based on where the studs are, and I'm mounting the wall cabinets straight onto the wall. So I wanted to make sure I can hit 2 studs for each one of them. So I kind of moved things around, but I think now it's in the final position, and I mounted the brackets to the studs. Now I'm going to mount the cabinets on top of this, kind of level them out, and then also screw them in into the studs. So yeah, that's the step with the wall mount brackets installed. Okay, here's where I'm at. So I hung the 2 wall cabinets. I'm not at all happy with like the hanging system that they use, the hangers. It's a little bit hard to align these. So I'm going to figure something else out for this. But for the rest of it, yeah, I installed the 2x4s, took all the measurements, trip to Home Depot to get the 2x4s kind of pre-drilled and fastened all of them to studs. And this is what I will bolt all the cabinets into. I've put the cabinets against this a couple times, made sure they're in the right spot. Everything looks fine. I also leveled the cabinets up, so now I just need to put it in place and then bolt it to these 2x4s. And like I said, these are like 2 2x4s each. That's because the recess that I had to account for down there, which is why I'm using these 2x4s to begin with, is pretty wide. So one 2x4 wouldn't do it. That's why I have like 2 2x4s. And yeah, I think it took me a while because I had to do all the measurements, draw everything out, then run to the hardware store, get the 2x4s, cut them to size. Like I said, I pre-drill and then attach everything to 2x4. So all that took a while. If I could just flush mount it to the wall, it would have been a lot faster and a lot easier. But this will be nice. Also, I really did not want to break that recess down there. That's the main reason I kind of use these as spacers. So yeah, I'm gonna go bolt everything. All right, so here it is, all installed. I'm done with those two and these two big lockers. They're all leveled, bolted down into those 2x4s. Also went ahead and put the shelves in on the lockers. I put the worktop in, the stainless steel worktop, which looks real nice. So yeah, really happy with all of this. The stuff is now all loaded. It won't move, like it's really secure there. And like I was saying before, I'm not happy with these. So what you're supposed to do is to flush mount these wall cabinets to the wall. You're supposed to put those hangers on studs and then temporarily hang the cabinets on those, level them, secure them to each other, and then also bolt them to the studs. Unfortunately, the way the spacing and the size of the cabinets is, you won't get like 2 hangers each. And also those hangers are pretty wide. That kind of doesn't let you align the cabinets or level the cabinets very well. I'm kind of not saying this correctly, but basically, since you have 2 of them, once you hang the cabinet on top of that, it's not easy to like twist it around. It's kind of like secure there. And I'm not comfortable hanging these on just one stud. Even though I know it's rated for that, and it says that as long as you install one of the cabinets in 2 studs and then bolt the second cabinet to that one, and if then the second cabinet only goes on 1 stud, it's fine, but I'm not comfortable with that. So I'm just going to take these off. I'm going to go with 2x4s like I did with everything else, and then secure it to 2x4s. That'll give me a lot more peace of mind. All right, I've finished fabric cobbling this contraption. All right, so let me explain. This one right here and this one right here, this is where the cabinets are going to fix to, the bottom 2 ones. The one on top, why do I have that? So ideally with just the 2x4s, if I had someone to help me kind of lift up the cabinets and hold it against the wall while I bolted it down into the 2x4s, that would be fine, but I don't. So I'm gonna get my wife to help me hang it on those hangers that come with the wall cabinets. And then I will level them and bolt them to the 2x4s. So I had to put an extra piece right up here just to hold those hangers, so I could have the cabinet can hang in place while I level it and then secure it to those other 2x4s. Yeah, I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but we'll see. I just have like 2 of them here, 1 for each. So I'm just going to have them hang. Sorry, the focus goes out because of my finger. I'm just going to hang each cabinet from just 1 hanger and then just kind of manually stabilize, or like rather level it and then bolt it in. We'll see how it goes. And there it is, all done. Everything is installed, everything is bolted down. I was able to manage these cabinets just fine. Hung them on one of those hangers each and then kind of manually tilted them into position while my wife helped me hold it, and I bolted them down to the 2x4s that go behind. This looks a lot cleaner, a lot better. It's perfectly aligned, perfectly level. It's snug against the cabinet, so I'm really happy about that. I'm actually really happy with how the whole thing turned out. Looks real good. I have lots of storage now, and yeah, everything's done. So I'm actually glad I took the time to do that, to kind of space it out with the 2x4s and all of that. It seems very, very secure now. It looks good, and I have peace of mind that this is indeed extremely secure. So I'm really happy about that. So yeah, there you have it.